Good morning, everybody. Can I have your attention, please? I'm Council President Margot Harris, and I am so delighted to welcome all of us double X chromosomes here, and a few boys that we've let in somehow. But it's a delight to be here this morning to honor all of you, all of us. And we have a very special program here, and we have our person of honor, Laura Vesh, who we will be honoring in just a little bit. Yes, absolutely. We women, we're making strides, and it's still disconcerting that in government, for example, I'm the only woman on the council at this point. I'm hoping that changes as we go along. That in the federal government, about 25% of the U.S. Congress is female, about the same, a little bit more maybe in the Senate, and that it's disappointing for an advanced country such as ours that we still have not had a female president. When you think about all of the advanced countries that have had female prime ministers or female presidents for years and years, what's wrong with us? We really need to change that, and I hope that happens in at least my lifetime. We also we've come a ways in the pay gap. It used to be, I think in the late 70s or 80s, it was like women made 59% on the dollar for what men made. Right now it's 84%. It's a lot better, but why? Why still this gap? A piece of good news that's followed by a little bit of bad news. Good news is that female CEOs actually make 8% more than their male counterparts. That's the good news. The bad news is that they are still highly outnumbered by their male counterparts in terms of CEOs. But at least the female CEOs are making 8% higher. So the Township of Edison is honoring all of us for all that we do to make this a better place, to make this go, and to be a great place to live. And so I welcome you again, and I want you to enjoy your breakfast, and the program will continue in just a little bit. Thank you so much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are privileged to have a few of the boys around, and a couple of them very important men. Assemblyman Rob Karabinchak is here with us, and he's on a very busy schedule, so I'm going to ask the Assemblyman to just come up and say a few words. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Bob. It is my honor to be here with Laura today, that was being honored today. I've known Laura for a few years, a long time. A great friend, great professional, and that's why I'm here, for her. I do have to say a few other things that, as Margot just said about women in government. Well, last night at the MCDL convention, we endorsed Mikey Sherrill for governor of New Jersey. So we're going to be looking to everyone in this room to move this forward in this great state. We need a change, and this could be the right positive change that's happening. I hate to talk about politics, but June is extremely important, and November is the most important election that this state is going to see. So putting that aside, the best thing is Laura and this appreciation today. I know she doesn't want me talking too much about her. However, I can't say enough about her. And this is a great, great honor, and my honor to be here with you. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you, Assemblyman. Thank you for your time. We have our Chief of Police, Tom Bryan.
Good morning, everybody. It certainly is a privilege to be here, and most certainly an honor too, right? Stop texting. You're texting. You're allowed to. Right? My good friend Rob Karabinchak was just here, and Rob and I actually grew up in the same neighborhood a long time ago. And Laura started in the township the same year I did, and that's when dinosaurs used to roam the earth, correct? Yeah. So we're very proud of you. Thank you. I am honored to have worked with you for so many years and to call you a friend too. So thank you so much. Let's have a big hand for Laura, please. Yes, and Mr. Deal came by before and he goes, Chief, he goes, you're at the table here with all the girls. He goes, just like high school. I said, yeah, I've got all the beautiful girls surrounding me here. Yeah, awesome stuff. But I'll tell you, as Council President Harris said, you know, women are a driving force here. Just look at our police department. We have over 20 women, and they rock, let me tell you. They're awesome. They are absolutely awesome. And I look forward to hiring more also. But they have a place in law enforcement that is just such a driving force that I am so very, very proud of, and our whole department is proud of. And the township of Edison, all the residents are too. They do an awesome job. But again, Laura, this is your day of appreciation. We all appreciate you, and we're so very happy to be here. I also enjoy working with the mayor's staff, everybody, and Mary and I go back long ways. Pat, you're alone at the table here too, you know, Chelsea and everybody, right? And my staff at the table, I mean, for so many years, we've been here. So it really is a team effort. Edison Township is awesome. And again, my women in law enforcement rock, and my staff rocks too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief. I want to make sure that I thank Mary McAvoy right now. If we could have a round of applause for Mary. What happens with our recognition and celebration is we do these parties or breakfasts or brunches, and when we come up with the idea, we turn to Mary and we say, Mary, we need this done, and Mary gets it done. And Mary did a beautiful job this morning. Thank you very much. It is very nice to see so many folks here this morning. I was telling some of the people in the room that I was a little concerned about it being 8 o'clock in the morning. You know, could we get, you know, people there at 8 o'clock? And it's very nice to see so many people here this morning to honor Laura and to honor yourselves. Because what's really nice about this gathering this morning is this is a celebration for women in our town, for women in our state and our country. This really celebrates all of you. So you should give yourselves a round of applause right now for the women that are here. Laura is our honoree tonight, and we'll be doing a special presentation in a few minutes. But I wanted to say how wonderful it is to work with Laura. On a personal basis, Laura is wonderful to work with. But Laura stands out in two areas, and one is longevity. Working in a township for decades, taking your entire adult life, basically, and working in one town with one organization, one company, one team, is rare. It's rare, and it's very special. So, Laura, congratulations on a very long career here. And you don't have a long career anywhere unless your performance dictates that you should. And the other standout thing about Laura is her performance. I've been told that consistency is the mark of a professional. And Laura is every bit of that. She is consistent. She is integrity in this township that we work in. And I appreciate that. I appreciate her level of professionalism. I think I may have kidded her once about being Inspector 12. Okay, for those of you who remember that old commercial where, you know, nothing gets by until it goes to Inspector 12. And what that was, it was a compliment to Inspector 12 for being the integrity of that company, for keeping that company at the level it should be kept at. And for many, many years in purchasing, that's what Laura's done. Consistent performance. We here in Edison are proud of Edison, and we brag about Edison, and we should, because we're a very large township, and we deliver a lot of services and benefits and opportunities to a lot of people. That's what we do. But we're only as good as the people in this room. The people in this room, all of you, make Edison as good as it is. Because if that wasn't the case, then we wouldn't be able to brag and be as proud as we are. But we are very proud of Edison. We are very proud of the people who make Edison as great as it is. In Laura's case, Laura isn't average. Laura isn't above average. Laura is excellent. Congratulations.
But let's get on with our program. And what I'd like to do next is I'd like to bring up to this podium John Peach, the son of Laura Vesh, to say a few words about his special mom. Come on up, John.
Thank you. All right. I did not know I was speaking. I'm good. My mom is not. If you know my mother, we had to lie. She didn't even know we were coming because she told me yesterday, you are not going, you cannot go. Here I am, we don't care. You know, some of you might recognize me. I was running around town hall since I was a kid when my mom started. She worked hard for me, she worked hard for the town. You know her as an amazing worker. I guarantee you she is a million times better mother. So I love you, proud of you, congrats.
So, once again, I want to especially thank all of you wonderful and valued employees of the township. I've been so honored as a councilwoman over these last 4 years to get to know you and get to know what keeps this town running and moving as efficiently as it does. I'm especially proud of the ranks, the women ranks on our public safety departments, of our police officers, that we have the ranks that are growing. I love working with you. I love working with our female firefighters. But all of you are such important spokes in the wheel of this town. So I want everyone to give yourselves a big hand. Okay. All right, now on with the presentation to Laura. So Laura is a lifelong, she's an Edison girl through and through, graduated Edison High School in 18, oh my God. You have been around, in 1982, and then has been working for the township for 40 years, at least 40 years. She began in March of 1984 at the municipal court, and in 1985, just a year later, promoted to the principal accounts clerk in the Department of Public Works. She stayed in the Department of Public Works until 2004, then she became specification writer in the Office of Purchasing and was later promoted to assistant purchasing agent, obtained the current position of purchasing agent in 2010. So she's been in this position for 15 years. She has obtained her qualified purchasing agent certificate in 2010, became certified municipal finance officer in 2017. She is the chief financial officer for Millstone Borough as well, so she wears several hats. She has always been dedicated to our town, but her greatest joy is time spent with her family. Married with her son, who you just heard from, 2 grandchildren, 2 step-grandchildren, and to her extended family of sisters, nieces, and nephews. What it says here in the program is most weekends in the Vesh household include children full of glitter and sprinkles. Well, I would say that the glitter and sprinkles are from their grandmother herself. So, Laura, thank you so much. It is an honor to honor you with this special award. Can you come on up? Let's have
So anybody that knows me knows I'm not good at this, so just bear with me. And everyone's like, what are you gonna say? I'm like, nothing. But thank you, thank you. It really is a great honor to be acknowledged in this way. And I can't look at my family because they weren't supposed to be here, but they showed up. And I'm like, the only thing that gets me is really my family. And, you know, my family's the most important thing in my life. But I've been at the town, next week will be 41 years. So Edison has been, thank you. Edison has been such an important part of my life. And I have to say, I truly believe in my heart from the day I started that we are here to work for the residents. Like, that's our job, to make sure that they, you know, we do the best we can for them. And I've always tried to do that. And I hope I did it in some way. But along the way, you know, you meet friends and you work with people, and it's not all work, it's fun too. Like, you know, you have a good time, and I have lifelong friends now because of this. So I just want to say I'm so very lucky that Edison has been my career, my life for this amount of time, and I do appreciate it. And all of you, I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much.
Now I'd like to bring up to the podium our state senator, Patrick Duignan. Give him a hand, please.
No, I had a Zoom call. My God, whoever came up with Zooms, shoot them. But I had to stop. 40 years? Holy mackerel. So you started when you were 5 years old? Holy mackerel. I thought you had to get working papers at 16. How many years have we known each other? My goodness gracious. And I, you know, you pass around terms loosely, but this one I don't, and that's why I had to come today. She and her husband, Gary, the definition of loyalty. When the winds are blowing the hardest, those two stand up for you. And believe me, in the world we're living in today, that's more than anything else. And I just had to come say, thank you for what you do. You're the definition of a good person. You're the definition of a good family. The gas station, right? Is that where you're changing gas, right? Was that the story? See, I'm not as bad as you think. And I always say, you ever hear the book, The Butterfly Effect, how little things affect your whole life? Think about it. But good, congratulations, well deserved. You are well deserving, and just keep up what you're doing. And I know you're proud of your family. Thank you.
All right, and now we would like to bring up the podium the Honorable Mayor Sam Joshi.
Good morning, everyone. I love that we're doing this in the mornings during the work week because people are just packing the room right now, and I think it's absolutely wonderful. I want to acknowledge Laura. Laura, we love you. We really do. No matter how many times for the directors that are in the room, no matter how many times she tells us, she doesn't want to send us to jail. I swear to God, she actually says that almost every single director's meeting. When I first started, I was like, is she serious? And they were like, don't worry, this has been going on for years. But we love you because it's your enthusiasm, it's your energy, it's your positivity. Despite those comments, to be honest, you were just absolutely wonderful. And people don't realize how much work goes on behind the scenes in town hall, specifically though in the purchasing department. It is a tremendous amount of work. Just think about all the things that we need to acquire or purchase every single day. And that is all funneling through one person. That's Laura. And she's really our glue. So I want to thank you. You really do deserve this. You genuinely deserve this recognition. But I also want to acknowledge Women's Appreciation because we have to acknowledge in the world that we live in right now, factually speaking, women do have it more tough. I cannot tell you how much I realize that just by growing up, because for those of you that don't know, my mother and my sister were my dominant forces in my household growing up. And it wasn't my dad. And they taught me really early on just the hurdles and struggles, not just biologically, but also just the sheer amount of things that come the way for a woman to be able to achieve, quite frankly, the same thing that a man has to achieve. or would have to go through. And I realized this early on, but that's why we go out of our way in this administration to make sure that there is genuine equality as much as we can. I'm proud to have said that my administration, which I do believe is an extremely effective one, is majority led by women. And I'd like to recognize my administration. And we've done a lot of passive things as well to support and encourage women, not just because they are more than qualified, they just need to be recognized. And one of those things was hiring the first 2 female firefighters. They're doing an outstanding job. We also, if you didn't know, we had 3 judges previously, now we have 3 female judges, including the first presiding judge, who is a woman as well. So, I see my old teacher is here, Laura's son, yeah, Mr. Peach. I mean it, and we want to make sure that we are as fair as we possibly can be. We have to recognize these challenges, and it's something that I've spoken about, even on a wage aspect. It's, you know, when you see those statistics about how women earn less per dollar, it's actually true in the corporate world. We're doing our best to make sure that that doesn't happen here in Town Hall. We want to make sure that it's fair. We want to make sure that we are treating women, quite frankly, how they deserve to be treated, and acknowledging the fact that they're just, in my opinion, more effective at getting the job done. And that's why, like I said, we have a female-led, woman-led administration. So anyway, I want to thank you all for coming out today. We will do our best to make sure that we continue this. Laura, this is your day. Thank you so much for everything that you do, and we really do love you.
So in conclusion, and I'm looking around this room, and I too am amazed and so proud of the fact that you all came out this early in the morning to honor yourselves and especially honor Laura. I am really, really impressed by this. So this is, I think, maybe the best attendance we've had in a long time. So thank you so much for coming out and honoring all of us. So in closing, you're free to stick around, enjoy more breakfast, and don't forget to take the flowers. Don't forget to take a little packet for yourself of the various makeup items. And again, I thank you again for all that you do. And let's hear it for the XX chromosomes. All right.